Welcome to It's a Cold Game podcast. I'm your host, Scooby. This podcast is not for the weak. It is not for the weak. So enter at your own risk. I speak on every topic I can think of. Relationships, politics, real life events, urban news that's in the community, any and everything. So don't get offended by the things I say. And if you do get offended, oh well, you'll be all right. And if you're not all right, just text me, 925-497-1161. That's 925-497-1161. If you have a question, want to get on an episode, or want to argue, hit me up. See you inside. Deuce. If your son or daughter a butt pirate, it's your fault. I don't care what nobody say. You can argue by yourself in the comments. It's your fault. Straight up. Don't care what nobody say. You is raising that child. You ain't supposed to let BT, MTV, you ain't supposed to let the television raise your child. For real. How you a teenager and you know how to be gay? How you a teenager and you like boys? How do your son like boys? How your little girl like girls? Where this shit come from? You failed. Failed. You failed as a parent. I don't care what you say. Oh, and you let them do it? But I ain't gonna get into that. I am gonna get into it. You failed. Smoking weed. Oh, as long as he doing it in my house, it's all good. I don't want him doing it out there. He shouldn't be doing it at all. That's why I say, yeah, if you're gonna break up, have a good breakup. You might not think it's no such thing as a good breakup, but it really is. It really is a such thing as a good breakup. Because the bad breakups, you can't see your son. If I cheated, you can't see your son. You can't do this. Then you got to go put the white people in your business and do all that extra shit. Why we just can't be on one accord? You go this way, I go that way, and we come together for our son or our daughter. Why we got to go through the white people and got to go through the court for me to see my son or my daughter? Why do we got to go through all that? I know you hurt. I know I hurt you. Yeah, my bad blood. I hurt you. But don't let that interfere with my relationship with my daughter or my son. Or they're going to grow up like Chucky and Freddie, knocking shit down, probably in jail. Or they're going to end up like Dwayne Wade's son. If you don't have a strong mother, they're going to end up like Dwayne Wade's son, the gay one. What's up, y'all? We back at it again. It's a Cold Game podcast. I'm your host, Scooby. And we back in here. We are back in here. I doubled up the episodes, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do one for like the last 2 weeks, so I'm gonna double it up. You see, I got the same stuff on, you know? So let's get into it. How's everybody doing today? I hope you ain't finna do nothing stupid and harm yourself or nothing like that. We got things to live for. God called us on this earth for shit. I don't know. He called us on this earth, though. If you here, try to stay here. You know what I'm saying? Don't go harm yourself and commit suicide or no stupid stuff like that. Life is precious. We have a long time to live. Long time to live. So that being said, let's get into it. So today, I'm talking to the parents. You know, I'm a parent. I'm talking to the the teens, childs. You know, I'm talking to everybody really, but really the teens and the young adults and the parents. We have to start being better parents. We have to start being better role models to our kids. And even if they ain't even our kids, we have to start being a better role model in general. For real. We have to start being a better role model. I'm sorry to say, 15 and pregnant is crazy. 15, 14, 13, 18, 17, any teens, it's crazy to be a parent. It's crazy. It just don't make no sense. If you got a 15, if you got a 13 to 18-year-old, anything with a teen in it, and they pregnant, you failed as a parent. Your daddy's stupid, your mama's stupid, everybody's stupid who raised that child. For real. How the hell you got a teenager pregnant? Oh, it ain't my fault. You know, a kid gonna be a kid. No. It is your fault. You gotta be the one to instill them values in your kid. You gotta be the one to talk to your kid about sex. I know when I was a teenager, I know my parents talked to me about it. They talked to me about having sex, using condoms and all that, sex education. For real. But if you're not talking to your kids about that, how they gonna learn? You want the world to teach them about sex and STDs and HIV and AIDS? Come on now, you failed as a parent. I'm sorry, you are a failure. You are a failure. Straight up. Let that sink in. You are a failure. And I'm going to be bouncing around, but it's all going to come in as one. For instance, why is your child smoking weed as a teenager? Why is your child smoking cigarettes as a teenager? And then the stupid ass parents going to say, I'm trying to stop cussing, but it just frustrates me. The stupid parents going to say, oh, as long as he doing it in here, I'd rather him do it in here than do it outside. That's the stupidest shit that you can say. I'd rather my son not do it at all. What about you? What about you? What about you? I'd rather my son not do it at all. Straight up. What is he doing smoking weed and he a teenager? What do he even know about smoking weed unless his father doing it around him? Everything you do, your child gonna do. Everything you do, your child gonna do. Like the silly dances I be doing, like when I'm eating food or something, or I'm playing the game, or I'm happy about something, or something like that. I see that in my son. My baby mom was telling me the other day, yeah, he do the same thing you do. When he was eating food and think something good, he twiggle his toes and pause. Pause. But it's a certain, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do something with my hands. I'd be like, like, you know, like, you feel me? Like certain things I say, he take up after me. So if my son is doing anything, I know he got it from me. I know for a fact he got it from me. Oh, let me mention this too. If your son is gay, if your daughter is gay, I don't even want to use the word. I want to use a messed up word, but I can't say the shit. You know what I'm saying? If your son or daughter a butt pirate, it's your fault. I don't care what nobody say. You can argue by yourself in the comments. It's your fault. Straight up. Don't care what nobody say. You is raising that child. You ain't supposed to let BT, MTV, you ain't supposed to let the television raise your child. For real. How you a teenager and you know how to be gay? How you a teenager and you like boys? How do your son like boys? How your little girl like girls? Where this shit come from? You failed. Failed. You failed as a parent. I don't care what you say. Oh, and you let them do it? But I ain't gonna get into that. I am gonna get into it. You failed. Smoking weed. Oh, as long as he doing it in my house, it's all good. I don't want him doing it out there. He shouldn't be doing it at all. That's why I say, yeah, if you're gonna break up, have a good breakup. You might not think it's no such thing as a good breakup, but it really is. It really is a such thing as a good breakup. Because the bad breakups, you can't see your son. If I cheated, you can't see your son. You can't do this. Then you got to go put the white people in your business and do all that extra shit. Why we just can't be on one accord? You go this way, I go that way, and we come together for our son or our daughter. Why we got to go through the white people and got to go through the court for me to see my son or my daughter? Why do we got to go through all that? I know you hurt. I know I hurt you. Yeah, my bad blood. I hurt you. But don't let that interfere with my relationship with my daughter or my son. Or they're going to grow up like Chucky and Freddie, knocking shit down, probably in jail. Or they're going to end up like Dwayne Wade's son. If you don't have a strong mother, they're going to end up like Dwayne Wade's son, the gay one. They're going to end up like him. So I'm not saying all of them. I'm just giving y'all scenarios. And I'm not saying all of them. You never know. Most of your sons or daughters, they gonna grow up fine. They gonna grow up natural. But it might be that certain ones that's curious. You knew he was curious as a kid, like he'd get into shit, he'd be doing certain shit, or y'all know, you'd be like, you'll see a little nigga be like, that little nigga soft, he gonna be gay when he get older. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it in y'all family, y'all seen it in y'all friends, or y'all seen it in general. But I'm pretty sure. I know I have. When a nigga got older, that nigga was a butt pirate. Straight up. Always around his mama, wanting his mama. Yeah, the mama, his nigga playing football, he get hurt. Oh, I'm taking him out of that. He playing baseball, he get hurt. I'm taking him out of that. That's why you need a strong male father figure in the kid's life. Not saying that it's gonna happen, because everybody, I mean, things happen. Things happen. I'm just saying, things do happen. That's why you need a strong father figure in that child's life, boy or girl. Man, don't let our relationship interfere with me taking care of my son and my daughter. Please don't. Please don't, for real. But I just feel that if your daughter is in the teens, your son got a girl pregnant and he a teenager, you failed as a parent. It's your fault. I mean, they made that decision to sleep together and not do it unprotected. But at the end of the day, you should have taught him about having a condom on. You should have taught her about putting a condom on. These kids nowadays, they raising themselves. The father or the mother might be there. The mother might be working long hours. The father might be working long hours. And they don't have time to patrol everything they do. They don't have time to do everything. So sometimes you just got to bite the bullet. The mother sometimes got to work the morning shift and the father got to work the graveyard shift. So we can be in our kids' life, so we can grow up a male adult and a woman, a grown woman. Not no little girl. We're growing up men and young ladies. For real. Why is your daughter pregnant? Why are you pregnant at 14? Why is he pregnant at 14? Why do he got a girl pregnant at 4 as a teenager? When we was 14, my cousins and man, we trying to get some money. Me and my partners, we going to the mall. We catching the bus to the bar. We going to the mall to hop on females to go get some numbers. Me, Twan, Dre, Damon, Mike, and we going to the Concord Mall and we going to get some numbers. We going to get some. We going for real. We going to the city. New Year's. What happened to all that? What happened to going to meet up with your partners and going to play basketball? What happened to going to the movies with your partners and some young ladies and all that? What happened to going to get some girls' numbers at the movies? What happened to you dropping your son or your daughter off at what's that shit they used to be calling Vallejo? At Six Flags, going to have fun. Now the teenagers, they want to go get a bottle of 1942. They want to get a bottle of 1942 and a blunt. They want to smoke weed. They listen to NBA Young Boy. He even said in the song, I actually like this song that he, what is it called? I listen to it every day. He said that he the one that got your daughter and he the one that got your child drinking, smoking, and knocking shit down and all type of shit. I listen to it every day. I forgot the name of the song. What is the name of that song? He said in the song. I forgot the name of the song. But he tell you that he the one got your daughters and your sons on this shit. He's sorry. But that's why I like NBA Young Boy, because he keep it 100. NBA Young Boy keep it 1,000. I seen in one of his interviews, he said my music is demonic. I'm a demonic person. He kept it 100. He was like, the music industry is demonic in general. Basically, that's why he got all his riches. That's why he rich now. When he was on house arrest in Utah, one of the ladies, I guess, stayed by him or something like that. He had security and they couldn't run. They couldn't do their daily jog because they didn't let nobody go in that premises because the NBA Young Boy stayed up there. And he was like, she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of talk to Kentrell, see if we can run down here because we used to run down here. He's a very nice young man, and he told me, and she asked him what he do. He told him he was a musician or artist. And she was like, I'm gonna look up your song. He was like, nah, I don't suggest you do that. He was like, if I was you, I wouldn't even look up my song. He was like, I wouldn't even listen to my music if I was you. So that tell you something. If he wouldn't want you to listen to his music, I'm just saying, the music is raising our young people. The music, the television. Every time you see a commercial, it's a nigga on there gay. It's a female on there gay. Every time they promoting this stuff. For real. So that's why I'm telling you, you need a father figure in your kid's life. For real. For real. But then you got the daughters, you got the young ladies. This is what they say. I heard this before. Let's get pregnant together and raise our daughters together. Let's get pregnant together. What type of stuff is that? Let's get pregnant together. Come on now. So they know what they doing. They know they ain't using condoms. Who the hell want to be pregnant as a teenager? Little bruh, what about prom, little bruh? You don't want to go to prom? You rather be flipping patties at McDonald's? You rather be making $10 an hour flipping patties than going to a prom? I'd rather be flipping patties to pay for my tux to go to prom. I'd rather be at Burger King, at McDonald's. I'd rather be at In-N-Out. They paying dub 25, 26. I'd rather be there. I'd rather be there if that was me in that position. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather be at In-N-Out making $800 a week and having some money to pay for my prom. Not being at In-N-Out paying for Infamil, paying for clothes. I want to be free. I'd rather be at the In-N-Out paying for my tux so me and my girl or me and my girlfriend can go. So I can buy her the little corsage, whatever that shit called, buy her a little corsage and all that. You don't want to go to prom, little bruh? Sis, you don't want to go to prom? You don't want to get your nails done, get your hair done, and pick out a dress with your mom, pick out a dress with your partners, get your eyelashes done, get your feet done. You don't want to do that? You want to be pregnant and doing that? You want to be pregnant at the prom, just sitting there on the wall, looking fat, feet swollen. I want to go home. I got cravings for this and that. Come on now, man. Man, you got to think, bruh. The STD rate is high. The STD rate so damn high, it make you not even want to fuck. It make you want to stay with a little you want to wear a condom even when you ain't fucking. Excuse my language. Shit, the STD rate high. Some women don't even know they got an STD until they give it to somebody. Nowadays, they said the HIV and the AIDS is high now. It was some doctors, I seen it on YouTube somewhere, like people getting AIDS and don't even care. People getting AIDS and HIV and don't even care. They just still out here slanging. Not telling the person, not nothing. That's why it's so high, they said. That's why they say it's so high. Like my partner, she went to the doctor the other day and she was saying, I diagnosed a couple people with HIV and AIDS the last couple months or whatever she said. And she said, they said they got it and they ain't never came back for a checkup. They ain't never came back to see what you got to do to take the pills and all that stuff. Like this is what my partner told me when she went to the GYON, whatever that shit called. The GYN or GYON or whatever it's called. And I also seen it on YouTube, like they giving out the package. They giving out the package, bruh. So you teenagers, man, at least wrap it up. At least talk to your mom talk to your mom, talk to your dad if you got a question about sex or intercourse or something like that, even though you shouldn't even be talking about it. You shouldn't even be doing that action, but it's okay to have a talk about it. Like when my son get older, well, when he get 13, I'm going to talk to him about it. He 12 now, but I'm going to talk to him about it. Feel me? I don't want him to end up with a green, with some green or something coming out of him. He'd be scared to talk to me about it. You feel me? In fact, when I have a daughter or when I have another son, because I'm having more kids. I am. I'm 36 years old and I'm having more. I got a 12-year-old. I'm having about 3 more. I am. So if you see this and I fuck with you, yes, I'm having about 2 or 3 more. Straight up. But I'm just saying, man, like we as parents, we got to do better. We got to do better. We got to lay down the law. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't got no kids, talk to your nieces and nephews. Talk to them. People is giving out the package. Straight up. Straight up. What happened to applying for colleges? What happened to that? What happened to going to put in applications as a teenager trying to get some more money? What happened to that? Man, the television, this music, these movies. Look at Cardi B, she putting it out there. She got pregnant by another nigga and she's still married. And women is glorifying that. They glorifying that. If you're going to get pregnant, at least not be married, even though they separated, but on paper, y'all still is married. Like you that much of a hoe that you got to be fucking right then and there? You couldn't wait till the divorce is final? You see what our role models, do you see what the television role models is? Look, I'm sorry, I like NbaYoung Boy, but he got like 12 kids and he only 25. And he got herpes. Look at the role models. So now they think it's okay to have herpes. Shit, NbaYoung Boy got herpes, shit, it's all good. My idol got herpes, so it's good. Ain't no celebrity a role model. Ain't no celebrity a role model. None. What happened to going to Foot Locker, saving up some money to go get the new Jordans, young people? What happened to that? But you want to be out here fucking. You want to be out here drinking. You want to be out here smoking. I seen on. I don't know if it was real or not, but I know it's real somewhere in America, somewhere out here. The bitch, I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm trying to stop cussing. She was snorting a line in class. We got a different sense of humor. We do. I don't care. It ain't nobody I know. She was snorting a line in class. You know, I commented on the post. She had to get her early morning little fix. If you snorting a line in your teenage years, you gonna be a dope fiend. You gonna be homeless. You gonna be like Smokey. You gonna be like Smokey. Straight up. At least when I did it, I was in my 20s. Shit. I'm coming, you know, I ain't got no filter. I ain't hiding nothing. You know what I'm saying? At least when I was doing it, it wasn't fentanyl. I'm glad God took that habit away from me. At least it wasn't fentanyl. My shit was off the brick. Sometimes sometimes you might get something that ain't cool, make your nose start bleeding. You feel me? Right then and there. Hey, blood, this ain't it. All right, come get another sack. And I thought I ain't gonna get into it, but yeah. At least our shit growing up, not grown, but at least our shit, it wasn't no fetty. Wasn't nobody dropping dead over no powder. Straight off the brick, crystals and all. If you know, you know. Tooting. Going back. Let me stop. Let me stop, man. You feel me? Man, I'm keeping it 100. I'm just being transparent. That's it. Smoking weed. They wasn't spraying and shit. They wasn't doing all that weird shit with the weed. They wasn't doing all that. It wasn't no fentanyl in the weed. I just couldn't do the weed. I remember me and Twine was smoking on, I think we was on 85th or 82nd. And I already know, you know what I'm saying? I already know what's going on in that territory and all that. I'm just looking back and forth. Me and Twine, he was like, nigga, what's wrong? I'm like, nigga, we smoking on 82nd? And you telling me why you keep looking? Nigga, Twine was tripping. But we had some hoes with us though smoking, but I just couldn't do the weed because I would be paranoid. That ain't mine. That wasn't my drug of choice. But that was in my younger days though. I'm a little mature now, you know what I'm saying? Drinking and shit, getting on. I don't do none of that shit no more. We're going to get a bottle. Where the Aquafina at? Where is the Aquafina? I ain't had a drink in probably about 2 or 3 years. I'm trying to get some money. Young people, get some money. Stay out the way. Snorting powder as a teenager is diabolical, like my son would say. I don't even use that word. That shit diabolical. For real. I don't know. But if your daughter or your son is doing any of that shit, you failed. Sorry. You could come back from it though. You could be a better parent. You man, get your son on the weekends. Get your son. That's why I think every son, every father should have their son. Every father should have their son. I don't want my son ending up in jail. I don't want no woman raising my son. I don't. A woman gonna treat your son like a girl. Come here, baby. Your foot hurt. Your stomach hurt. You don't want to go to school. Nigga, get your ass up. Nigga, get your ass up. That's what a father is for. Get your ass up. You'll be all right. Nigga. But a mother, oh, you don't have to go to school. It's all good. Just take this. And the little nigga, when she go to work, the little nigga on Call of Duty all day. Get your sons, bruh. Get your little niggas. I don't mean to call them that. But yeah, man, I ain't finna switch up for y'all. You feel me? This is me. Fuck y'all. Get that little nigga. You feel me? The son belongs with his father. Straight up. How the fuck your daughter 12 and she 300 pounds? How your son 12, this nigga 400 pounds? Come on now. You failed. You failed as a parent. You failed. You failed. Your daughter gay. You failed. Your son gay. You failed. You failed as a parent. Nigga, straight up. You failed. I hope this touched somebody in the wrong way. Pause. I hope you go cry after you hear this message. Don't commit suicide though. Shit. I'm just the messenger. Nigga outside knocking shit down. Knowing he got a father. You kept him away from him. Now look at him. This nigga Jeffrey Dahmer or somebody. You failed. Sorry. You got niggas coming in and out your house. You fucking different niggas and you 40. How the fuck you an old hoe? How the hell you an old hoe? You got different niggas spending the night at the house. You got different niggas inside and out your people, out your daughters and your son life. You got different niggas coming to the house, spending the night. You got different niggas every year, every month, every 6 months. Nigga, what you think your daughter's gonna think?
What do you think? How do you think your daughter's gonna feel? They ain't saying it, but shit, my mama got different niggas every month, every couple 6 months, every year. She got different niggas. Shit, I think it's all good. Your son seeing different niggas out his life, coming in and out, in and out, in and out, different races. How the fuck? What you think gonna happen? What do you think gonna happen? How the fuck you 40, 45, finna be 50 and you an old hoe? Bitch, go back to school. Show your daughters that. Show your sons that. Nigga, go back to school. Nigga, take your ass back to school. Go do something productive so your sons or your daughters don't have to see you doing, so they can look up to you and be like, yeah, my mama went to school. I'm going to school. My baby mama, she an RN. She got like a couple more months. Look, she look at his dad. He see me. I've been to school. I got my associate's degree. I ain't never going back to school. Never. But he seen me going back and forth to school. I got my little AA, and I shouldn't say a little AA because that's being a hater. I talked about it on my podcast before. I ain't gonna say little. I got my big AA pause. You feel me? In computer science or whatever the fuck I got it in. You know what I'm saying? So he see his parents going back and forth to school, trying to make a better life for him. You know what I'm saying? He see that. So when he get older, he gonna be something. And my son, and hopefully, he ain't gonna never work for nobody. Me and his mama ain't gonna let him. He gonna come work with us. That's how the foundation start. I ain't saying we perfect, because y'all know, if y'all know me, my family and friends, y'all know me, y'all know I fucked up a lot. Not a lot, but I fucked up a few times. Yeah, I fuck up. Shit, players fuck up. Let me stop cussing. I've been starting to stop cussing. You feel me? Yeah, I messed up. Messed up relationships. Messed up relationship with friends and all that. You know? But shit. You gotta stay down to the come up. Don't invite that nigga Scooby. He gonna get drunk and fuck up the whole party. That ain't me no more, man. You know? That ain't me no more, man. Nigga, you can invite me, even though I might not come anyway, but you can invite me. I'm still me, but I don't do that stupid shit no more. You know? But yeah, man, we gotta teach our kids different. If they see you being a drug dealer, 9 times out of 10, he gonna be a drug dealer. She gonna be a drug dealer. If she your mama on the blade, nigga, more than likely you gonna be on the blade. She gonna be on the blade. Nigga, you gang banging, your son gonna be gang banging. Your son a blood, you gonna be a blood. Your son a Crip, he gonna be a Crip. I mean, the shit go hand in hand. Look at the generation of Crips and Bloods. That shit going from generation to generation to generation. Ain't nobody broke the curse. Ain't nobody broke the curse. Look, Jeezy told his son to go to college and he was in the streets. For real. You got a bitch coming in and out the house, in and out the house, in and out the house. Man, what you think your son gonna think is good? Even though it's good, you know, that's what women do, so I'm biased, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but if you're gonna be doing it, man, tell them to treat them young ladies good. You feel me? Don't be beating on them, going upside the head like Ike and Tina and stuff like that. Because, you know, a man gonna be a man. But for a woman to have multiple men in and out your daughter's life, in and out your son's life, like, you teaching them the wrong way. Man, go back to school. Get a trade, old hoe. Old hoe, get a trade. Do something productive. For real. Straight up. We want our kids to be better than us. We want our kids to be better than us. We want our kids to be more successful than where we at. I'm in a warehouse right now. I'm in a warehouse, but I mean, they pay me cool though. They pay me good, but I'm working I'm working on this trading shit. That shit coming together. Like I told you on the last episode, I'm probably gonna be done with my job about my next birthday, next year, April. Like the trading is coming together. It is. That's why I told myself I ain't never going back to school. Why would I be going back to school and I'm gonna be making more than everybody in my apartment complex? Why would I be going to school? Why would I be going to school when I can supplement my income on what I'm doing now on the trading aspect, pocket option, futures, and Forex? Why would I go? Why am I working in this plantation? Because of the benefits. Nigga, my mama, I need them benefits. That's why I'm working on the cybersecurity, which I went to school for. Yeah, man, we don't have to be in these jobs. We choose to be in these jobs. But one day I'm gonna get fed up and be like, nah, I ain't never coming back. I'm gonna just take my cybersecurity. Do that. Bam. But you want our kids to do better than us, man. That's all. But in all, it ain't never too late to come back to be a better parent. Your son smoking weed, man, get that little nigga and beat his ass. Straight up. Tell him the bad things about it, man. Just because I do it don't mean you got to do it. Just because I do it don't mean you have to do it. Matter of fact, take your little nigga more sometime. Stop having him be with his mama all the time. That's the problem. His mama let him do whatever he want. Now he at the age where he beating up the mama. The mama ain't gonna have no say so. Nigga, he bigger than the mama. He bigger than the grandmama. Tell a nigga clean up a room, nigga, you clean it up. Talking to his mama, you clean it up. Nigga, get your little nigga and teach him the right way. Have that little nigga come stay with you. Be in your daughter's life. Get her every week. Get her every couple days. Pick her up from school, especially if your ass ain't got no job. What the fuck you doing? Nigga, if you ain't got no job, nigga, go get your daughter more, nigga. The fuck? You don't want no other nigga taking care of your daughter. Ain't no telling what's going on in your baby mama house. Ain't no telling what's going on. I don't want no other nigga raising my son or my daughter. What about you? Shit. Real. What if the stepdad hit your daughter? Then what? And what if that nigga can beat your ass? That nigga couldn't wait. Like, nigga, what's up? What you gonna do? You have to pop that nigga. Show, nigga. Something. Nah, I'm just talking shit, but man, it ain't never too late to come back from being a bad parent. I know I was a bad parent. Let me stop. I'm going too far now. I ain't gonna say I was a bad parent, but I did some shit to make it out. I did some shit. Drunk shit. Doing drunk shit. Now I wasn't no bad parent. Let me take that back. I was never no bad parent. My son. But I was finna say something that all parents would say. Oh, he had all the shoes and all the clothes and all that. That shit don't matter. They want time from you. That shit don't matter. They want time. They want time from you, for real. They don't give a fuck about that. My son used to pick up Shaqs. I like these light ups. He don't care. They don't care what they be having on. Honestly, as long as they ain't walking barefoot like no African, they ain't tripping what they got on. As long as they got time with you, as long as they going places with you. In the comments, if I'm wrong, let me know if I'm wrong or right with this conversation. Shit, now my son 12, he liked Jordans and all that stuff, but when he was like 6, he didn't care. He used to like Fila's. He used to like LA Gears. Now he ain't putting that shit on. And he getting to the age he don't want to spend time with his pops. When he start, he do, but when he start getting 13, 14, 15, him nigga ain't gonna want to be around me. That's why you got to get him young. That's why you got to teach them the morals and values young. So when they do be 15, 16, like the Bible say, teaching the way they should go, and they won't depart. They won't depart of what you said. They want the part of using a condom. You feel me? They want the part of all smoking weed, snorting a line in the classroom. They know right from wrong. My dad taught me this. My dad taught me that. My mom taught me this. My mom taught me that. That's bad. You ain't supposed to be doing that. So I've been going on for about 40, 45 minutes now. That's all I got to say. You feel me? So if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I don't mind. You feel me? I got a phone, 925-497-1161. Let me know that I'm wrong. Let me know what you want to talk about. Let me get you on here so you could talk. I'm not arguing with nobody, though. But 925-497-1161. If I'm wrong, let me know why I'm wrong. Leave a message. Text me. It's a cold game podcast at gmail.com. Let man, talk to me. I'll talk back. You know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong, tell me why I'm wrong and tell me your rebuttal. Tell me your rebuttal. If I'm right, tell me I'm right. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into memes of the week. You a different kind of ugly if you ugly after you get your hair done. That's the truth. That is so true. If you ugly after you get your hair done, something wrong. Nudes are flowers for men. That's facts. Help my uncle move and a nigga talking about you want a beer, nephew, bitch, where the money at? Help my uncle move and the nigga talking about you want a beer, nephew, bitch, where the money at? Yeah, so that's it with It's a Cold Game podcast. Y'all go like, comment, and subscribe. I'm your host, Scooby, and that's all she wrote. Deuce. Which one I'm turning on first? This one. All right, y'all. Y'all been listening to It's a Cold Game podcast. We're coming to the end. So if you like what you heard, tell a friend and tell that friend to tell a friend about this podcast. If you want to argue, get on the episode, or want to give me topics or give me some advice, hit me up, 925-497-1161. Until next time, deuce.